Namaste. Good morning to each and every one of you. Here we are again on our yoga mats, another hour of gentle stretch and breathe yoga. Just a comment that this is a yoga channel on Facebook that comes live every Tuesday and Thursday from my home and from my heart to you. And it is meant, or the intention is that it's all-inclusive, everyone's welcome, and it's especially designed though for those who are trying to get back towards a state of health. Maybe you're a little on the older side, or maybe you're a little out of shape, and so this is a really good stair-step, incremental growth. Every time we do our yoga, we get a little bit stronger, a little bit less pain, a little bit less aches, more flexibility, more freedom of movement. And so please listen to your inner yoga teacher as you do these exercises, and be gentle with yourself. Don't push your limits. Movement and breath is way more beneficial to us than trying to pull through something that's difficult. Breathe, move with grace and freedom, and feel grateful for the experience. So here we go. We'll start with our hands in prayer. Take a moment to just set your intention. What brings you to your mat today? Be grateful for that impulse, for health, for happiness, for balance in your life. Self-care, self-love is a good thing. Opportunity to do self-care actively with your friends, even if it's online, hey, that's a good thing too. So let's take those hands into a grasped, interlocked fingers position, and just squeeze and release as you breathe in and out. Already I bet you feel some tension leaving. Let's invert the hands, push forward and round the back. Good morning, Audrey. Drop the head, exhale. With an inhalation, lift the hands just like that, arms straight overhead, hands still interlocked and inverted. Reach up with the heart, reach up with the shoulders, reach up with the rib cage. Breathe in, reach up with the hands and the top of the head. And then slowly exhale and bring it back to your heart. Drop the arms down, elbows rest at your waist. Bow your head. Beautiful. Stretch those legs out. Take a moment to flex the ankles and pull the flesh away from your sitting bones so you connect your weight of your torso into the earth through those pelvis points. Snuggle in, flex the ankles, and lift the heart. Shoulders relax, top of the head reaches up. A nice straight back. Release your belly. Beautiful. Come in. Okay, take that right ankle and bring it up towards the crotch, towards the groin, or towards the knee, if that's better for you. If you need, you can have it out from your leg. It doesn't have to be tucked in. And we're just going to continue to sit up, but this time we'll reach up with the hands. Reaching up, flex that long legs ankle, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, bring the hands down towards your toes, look down at your leg. Hold right here, keep breathing. With every inhalation, reach a little farther. With every exhalation, sink a little deeper. And then hands to the floor, push yourself up and switch legs. Again, this heel does not have to be right in at the groin. It can be anywhere that suits you. Reach the hands straight up, back is straight, reach from the hips to the fingertips, flex your ankle on your long straight leg, keep reaching up and breathing. Beautiful. As we exhale, we're going to just reach beyond the toes, look down at your leg, reach with the fingertips and the top of the head, Inhale and reach. Exhale, just sink a little bit and relax. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink. Hands to the floor. Stay here for one breath. And then push yourself back up. Beautiful. Stretch out both legs and give them a jiggle. You can rest back on your hands and slump your shoulders a little bit. Just jiggle those legs. And let's flip the feet left and right. As you move your feet left and right, notice that the thighs and the bones going into the hips are moving, shifting, gentle little movements. Let's go out and in. Spread your legs a little farther so your toes can point in without touching each other. Out and in, out and in. Breathe. And then sit tall again. Reach up. Bring the hands to reach between the feet, beyond your toes. Look down at the floor between your knees. Reach and sink. Breathe in and out. Stretch farther and relax and sink. Stay here for 5 slow, deep breaths. Relax everything in the body. The knees can bend, the feet can flop outward. Drop the head, round the back, relax. Keep those hands reaching. Rest them on the floor. Bring the elbows down, maybe. Let's take our hands and walk outside the left foot. And relax. And back to the middle. Hands find the floor. Relax. Hands to the floor. Let's walk our hands over outside of the right leg. Both hands outside the right leg. Relax, drop the head. And then back to the center. And let's just walk the hands back up towards the hips. Beautiful. We're going to scoot on down. Scoot down to your backside. Put the knees up, heels near the hips. Arms can go wherever feels comfy. And drop both knees to the left. We'll just hang out here for a moment. Just ask the hips to let go. You may feel some sort of locked positioning of the tailbone vertebrae. Try to release. Release and let go in the tailbone and waist and hips. When you're ready, knees come up and all the way to the other side. Just hang out here for a while as you breathe and relax. Through the hips, through the waist, through the lower back. Knees up and all the way to the chest. Bring your hands to grab your knees, pull it in and release. Pull it in and let all the air exit the body like a tire deflating. Pull the legs away from the chest. Breathe in big. Pull them in and deflate again. 3 more times just like that. Out, breathe in. Pull it in, deflate. If you you want, you can let your knees go a little bit wide here. Keep pulling the knees in, but let them go wide as you're comfortable with. Don't go too far. Big breath in and out. And when you're ready, bring the knees back on top of the chest and straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Circle your ankles, circle your wrists. Change direction whenever you feel like it. And let's just go for a little walk on hands and feet with our hands and feet in the air. Moving them just a small range of movement, a foot or foot and a half. Keep breathing. Bring them up. We're going to bring them down. Hands and feet down towards the torso and push it back up. Bring it down. Push it up. Bring them down, push it up. Bring it down, stop for a second and just check. Where are your knees? Are your knees trying to come towards your armpits? That's good. If your knees are up here, out in the space above your hips, and you're just doing this, I would challenge you to try and bring those knees down and apart. So that when you come down and up, down and up, if you had a tray of appetizers on your hands and feet, they wouldn't spill. All right, let's keep going with this. Let's do it 10 more times. Down, 10, down, 9, down, 8, down, 7, down, 6, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the fingers and toes up, bring the head off the mat, lift your hips, lift your shoulders, reach up for the ceiling with your fingers, toes, top of your head. Keep breathing, keep reaching up. Keep reaching up, keep breathing, you can do it. Yeah, all right, come on down, stretch out, well-deserved resting period, stretch the legs apart, arms out to the side. Notice how you feel. Notice where your body is supported by the earth instead of the architecture of your skeleton lying on the ground. Certain places raised up off the land, certain places anchored to the ground. Continuing to stay really, really relaxed. If you need to, pull your chest off the ground just an inch and shift your shoulders away from your ears and then come back down. Notice how that changes the feelings of the body on the ground. Beautiful. Turn your hands palm down. Bring your feet together. And the right leg's going to come up. Bend that knee, circle around. Breathe in through and out through your circle. Breathing in and out. It's a big and slow circle. If you feel any resistance or sensitivity or pain or clicking sounds in your hip, you can make your circle smaller or just rest and not do this exercise. If you're with me here, circle as big as you can and breathe through the circle, changing direction whenever you feel like it. Whenever your inner yoga teacher says, let's go the other way for a while, keep breathing. Listen to your own self when you're doing these exercises. Much more important you listen to yourself than to me. I'm just here to give you some ideas and some guidance. All right, circle around 3 more times, extra slow, breathing a lot. Beautiful. One more time. And then we'll stretch the legs straight up. Take your hands and grab a hold somewhere around your knee or your thigh and gently pull the leg towards your face and back to vertical. Here we stretch the hamstring. All the way up to the hip, all the way down to the knee, the back of the leg. Lengthening, loosening, letting go. Breathe as you move. Exhale when the leg comes towards your chest. Inhale when it drifts away. Don't press your limits, just acknowledge where they are and keep moving, keep breathing. Nice. Breathe. Let's see if we can hold the leg at or near your edge, your therapeutic edge of your range of motion. Hold the leg steady for 30 seconds. No movement. Continued breathing. Continued relaxation. Try to keep the knee a little bit straight if possible, but if it bends, don't judge yourself. Be grateful for this leg, all the work it does for you, without asking much in return. Now that we've been patient, if you feel the urge to go a little deeper, you can find your new edge. Stay right there, continue to breathe. If you don't feel the urge to go deeper, you're deep enough. Stay where you are. And let's release, let the leg drift back up towards vertical, bend the knee. And we're just going to let the knee drift out and the heel come in. Reach for the heel with your hand and keep your other hand right on your knee. We're just going to rock the baby across the front of the hips, left and right. Breathing out and in. Across the hips. Asking that pelvis area to be free and open and loose. No tension. No worry. Welcoming the swish of fluids through the belly, our inner universe, our inner ocean. And when you're ready, bring the knee all the way across. Find the floor with your foot. Let your knee hover above the floor. Or maybe it finds the floor and rests there. Open the chest open to the sky, to the ceiling. Find a perfect position for your head. Maybe you look straight up at the ceiling. Maybe you look towards your right hand. Maybe you look towards your left hand. Experiment with all three positions and find a place where you're most relaxed, with no effort in the spine, no effort in the muscles. Loose, liquid, soft, heavy on the floor. Just check, are your arms straight out from your shoulders, hands open to the ceiling, fingers naturally curled, palms soft. Let's take the arm, the hand that is reaching away from the knee, and bring it up into the air, straight up over your shoulder, and all the way closed till the fingertips touch. Or maybe your hand touches your wrist or the floor near your hand. Don't judge yourself. You don't really have to make them fingertips touch. It's not that important. We're just going to move the hand through an arc, breathing out close the gate. Breathing in, open the gate. Continue to release and relax the tailbone and the legs, the waist and the hips. Move a hand through the air in an arc like a rainbow above your face. Maybe even visualize the colors of the rainbow. Each finger painting a different stripe of color. Red, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple. Three more times, slow it down, breathe. One more time, that's two. Last time, inhale, exhale, and let's come all the way on our back. Arms overhead, stretch your feet away from your hips, reach your fingers away from your shoulders, breathe in. Exhale, bring the hands down, away from your hips, palms up. Lift the shoulders and scoot your shoulders away from your ears. Come back onto the floor. Relax. Turn the palms down. Bring your other knee up, bend the knee, circle around. You don't have to make the world's biggest circle here, but make it as big as you're comfortable with. Change direction whenever you feel like it. Breathe through the circle, breathing in on part, out on the other part. Be in the moment here. Try not to let your mind wander to things you're going to do later in the day, things you planned to do yesterday and didn't get done. No, let all that go. This is your time for self-love. Be with your body here. Breathe with intention and awareness and attention. Notice what your body's saying to you. Listen with love. Into the chest. Let's just give it a little hug. Stretch that leg straight up. Hands reach for the knee or the thigh. Wherever your hands reach is fine. Gently pull the leg a little closer to the face and find its way back towards vertical, back to your comfort zone. Be gentle. Don't overdo it. Breathe. Let the breath lead the movement. Stretch and breathe. It does so much good for the body. Reaching, finding your edges, working your full range of motion. Let's hold that leg at or near the edge of your range of motion for a 30-second static stretch. Leg as straight as possible, but don't judge yourself if the knee is bent. It's all good. Keep breathing. Release the hamstring, release the hip, release the knee, release the ankle. Stretch and breathe, release, relax. If you feel the urge to go a little deeper after this amount of time where we're patient, you can follow that urge. If you don't feel the urge to go deeper, you're deep enough. Stay right where you are. Keep breathing. Now let's release the leg. Bend the knee. We're going to rock the baby. One hand holds the heel, one hand holds the knee. Cross it across the pelvis, left and right. Breathing in and out. Asking the hip to be free, the pelvis to open. Nice. Let's bring it across. All the way across. Roll up on your hip. The foot finds the floor over there on the far side of the body, and the knee comes down to either find the floor or hover just above it. Open the arms out from the shoulders. The palms turn up towards the universe, receiving energy. The softness in the center of your hands reflects the softness in your mind. And in your heart. We're doing two things here. We're having our spinal twist. We're also opening the chest. Freeing the heart to beat free and loose. Sending blood to every part of the body, the fingers and the toes, top of the head, and back to the heart. Release everything in the body, no tension. Take that hand that's reaching away from the knee and reaching out on the floor, and then bring it up straight above your shoulder and all the way to the floor by your other hand. Maybe your hands touch, maybe not. Open it all the way back out, drawing a rainbow above your face. Stretch out and close the gate. Exhale. Stretch out, inhale, close the gate, exhale. Slow it down. 3 more. Reach, touch, reach, open, breathe. Last time. Roll onto your back. Place the feet near your hips. Reach the arms overhead. Stretch up. Lift your chest. Keep your shoulders and hips on the ground. Lift, arch your back a little bit and reach the hands overhead. Stretch up, breathe in. Beautiful. Bring the hands to prayer pose right at your heart or your forehead. And then hands to the floor next to your hips and lift your hips up. Bridge it up. Feet press into the floor. Shoulders press into the floor. Everything in between them is up, up, up. Squeeze the buttocks in. Let's pulse it up. Pulse up, 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 up. As we pulse up, we'll puff the air out of the body. Puff the air out of the body. 3 more times. Bring the body down, bring the knees to the chest, hands to the knees, squeeze it in. Bring the forehead to the knees, round the back. Bring your body into the shape of a tiny little ball. Tiny, 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 small, small, small. Stay here and breathe. And begin to rock a little bit side to side, staying in our tiny ball. Slowly unwind. Find the floor, arms and legs coming down, and stretch out in Savasana. Let's rock ourselves up to seated. Let's do a little shoulder work, neck work, where we hold a lot of tension in the upper back. We're going to start by bicycling the shoulders over the top to the front. Breathe. Let's reverse it, backwards bicycle. Shoulders going around, their full range of motion. Breathe. All right, scrunch those shoulders up by your ears, all the way up. We're not really pressing with the hands, but maybe the hands sort of grip the knees for a little support. Scrunch it up, sit tall. Reach the top of the head up and the shoulders come up with it. Feel the side of your rib cage pulling up. And we're going to drop it fast with a big exhalation, so breathe in and let it go. Let's do that again. Squeeze in and breathe. Squeeze up and breathe in. Drop it fast as you exhale. One more time. Squeeze up, breathe in, and let it go. Nice. Backwards bicycle. Forwards bicycle. And over the top in unison to the front. Over the top in unison to the back. Nice. Reach the hands straight out from the shoulders and work your arms as if the whole surface of the top of your arms, from fingertips on the right to fingertips on the left, are moving like water waves. Undulating, sinuous, like a snake on the sand. Are you working your shoulders? Not just your arms. The torso's moving. And the challenge here is to reverse the water wave, to go the other way. It's really difficult, but it's a good thing to try because it works the coordination muscles of the brain with the nerves to try and correct or redirect your movement against the grain. Yes. All right, let's bring those hands palm up and lift them up overhead. Find your prayer. Invert the hands and stretch up tall. Breathe in. Come back to your prayer and let it sink to your heart. Close the eyes. Be with yourself here for a moment. Beautiful. I feel the vibrations coming off of you. Very peaceful. Very centered. Let's just stretch the shoulders a little more here. Bring one arm across the front of the chest and grab the elbow in the opposite hand. Stretching the back of the shoulder. Keep breathing. And return to prayer. And let's try the other shoulder. And back to prayer. Take your prayer hands and bring them right over the top of your head to aim down at your tailbone. Right at the base of your neck. Maybe your thumbs find the base of your neck there, behind your head. Elbows are way up by the top of your head like little cat's ears. Fingers pointing down towards your tailbone. What does it look like, you ask? It kind of looks like this. All right, we're just going to grab one elbow and just urge it a little bit behind the head. And if you want, you can arch or bend a side bend here to open the armpit and side body a little bit. And then come back up and return to prayer behind your head. Fingers pointed down towards your tailbone. All right, fingertips to the opposite elbow. Gently suggest that it travel a little bit back behind your head. And that may be enough for you, but if you want a little more, you can stretch by doing a side bend, opening the side body. Keep breathing. And let's come back up. Find your inverted prayer hands behind your neck, and we'll bring them up overhead and back to the heart. Close the eyes. Very good, very beautiful. Now you can bring your elbows together, wrists together, fingertips together. If you want a little more challenge, try to cross at the elbows and wrap the forearms together. Fingertips may reach the wrist or the palm of the hand. Some people may have their fingertips actually touching, but not me. And we're going to elevate those elbows up towards maybe chin level. Reach the fingertips up to the ceiling. And from this pose, we arch the back and look up at the ceiling, bringing the elbows a little higher. And then as you exhale, drop your elbows towards your belly button and round the back, drop the head. Inhale, look up at the ceiling, elbows way up. Exhale, forward fold, elbows at the belly button, drop your head. Hinge at the waist. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Open the arms way out to the side. Turn the palms up. Breathe in, lift the arms. Find your prayer. Pull it to your heart. And just sit for a moment. I should have said which elbow was on top last time. I'm sure you still remember which elbow was on top last time. So let's do the other elbow on top this time. Or if you're just doing elbows, wrist, fingertips up and down, that also is perfectly fine. Lift, chin level for the elbows. And then we look up at the ceiling and the elbows rise up with the chin. Exhale, bring it to level, and elbows tuck in at the belly button. Hinge at the waist, drop your head. Inhale, we reach up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale up. Come to level, unwind the arms, stretch them out, turn the palms up, lift up, breathe in, find your prayer, bring it to your heart. Stay here for a moment. Beautiful. Just let your hands rest on your knees or your thighs for a moment. We're going to do turtle. Turtle comes into a shell, turtle comes out of a shell. It's all about the neck and the shoulder geometry. So we pull the head back and the shoulders go forward. Just seeking flexibility in the upper body. Bring the head back and then bring the forehead forward and the chin forward and the shoulders squeeze back. I know it looks funny, but we're working on no aches and pains in the shoulders and neck where we hold so much tension, sort of like a barometer for the body. It tells you when you're stiff and unhappy. You hold it right there, or at least some people do. Maybe you're somewhere, you hold your tension somewhere else and you have to work that out with yourself, but I know a lot of people are hunched and collapsed in the upper body and stiff. They're like locked here, and that collapses the organs and the lungs and the heart and the lower belly. So everything is affected, especially how you feel, your digestion and your energy. All right, so we're just going to move back and forth a little bit here. Move with your breath. Coming back to the center. It's time to get on hands and knees. We're going to start with our plank today. We're starting with plank. How's that? So our plank challenge has been going on almost a year now, it seems like. And we started with a 60-second plank challenge, and then we added the heel lift, the Spider-Man that touched the hip, that touched the shoulder, which I didn't put down here, and side plank. So let's try and do all of that today, and we're up to about 75 seconds of plank hold. If you're new, you can be down on your shoulders, and you also can come out of it whenever you're unhappy, and you don't have to do all the special moves. So, I push this back just a little bit here. Well, let's see. Oh, that's not good. Let's see how we do. All right, here we are. We're up on our plank, shoulders over wrists, heels pushing back so you really feel the stretch and the Achilles tendon. Lower those hips down. Let's lift one heel and down. Hold your plank. Lift the other heel and bring it down. Hold your plank. Touch your opposite shoulder. Left hand touches right shoulder, come down. Right hand touches left shoulder, come down. Opposite hip. Opposite hip. Hold your plank. Let's do 3 Spider-Man. Knee to elbow, knee to elbow, knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Give it one more time. And come back to plank. If you want to try side plank, roll onto the sides of your feet. Reach the hand up. Bring it down. Hold your plank. Let's go side plank, other side. And hold your plank. Yes, knees down and find yourself in pose of a child. Rising slowly back up to table pose. Arch and sway. Arch and sway. Try a little side to side action. And then come back to cat and cow, arch and sway. Let's try a balancing posture. Just bring out your arms and opposite leg. Right arm, left leg, out, hold. If you feel wobbly, you can always drop one big toe down for a little bit of balance. And let's switch sides. If you want a challenge as we switch sides, maybe lift the hips, the heel up a little higher than the hips. Keep breathing. No holding of the breath here. Keep breathing. And let's switch sides. Last time, lift the heel higher than the hip if you want to feel a little more muscular work in the back. And back down to table. We're going to immediately go into thread the needle. Hand behind the wrist, elbow behind the wrist, shoulder comes down to the floor, side of the face comes down to the floor. Press your upper hand down into the floor with the elbow directly over the wrist. Rising back up, arch and sway a few times. And get ready for thread the needle on the other side. Bring down the shoulder and the side of the face. Press that upper hand down into the floor with a little bit of intention and awareness of your shoulder blade. Still working the upper back. Back up to table, arch and sway, cat and cow. We're going to get ready for downward dog here next. Turn the toes under. Make sure your hands are strong on the floor and lift the knees off the floor. Drop the head between the arms. Find that perfect place for your feet that you love. Downward dog. Your first downward dog of the day should feel awesome, and stretch the back of the body from heels to hips. Even above the hips into the lower back, upper back, shoulders, chest. Drop your head. Let's take our feet a little closer together and put all your weight on your right foot and just let your left foot or left leg hang from the hip. All the weight's on your right leg. Left foot extends out and up. Reach for the ceiling or the wall behind you. Bring it down like the second hand on the clock. Touch the floor and bring it right back up again. Up and down. Push it all the way up. All the way down. One more time. All the way up. All the way down. Switch feet. Put all your weight on your other foot now and let your foot, for me is my right leg, hang from the hip. And then we'll start to extend the leg behind you and up as high as you want to go. Drop it down, touch the floor, lift it up. Drop it down, touch the floor, lift it up. Drop it down and back up. One more time. All right, let's bring our weight onto our feet and walk our hands back towards the toes. Standing in a forward fold now with the feet a little wider than your hips. We're just going to do the ragdoll hang. And the hands are going to walk up the legs towards the hips. Find your fingers behind your tailbone and interlock them, and just let the hands flop over the head. Bring the hands back to the tailbone, back to the hips, and slide them back down the legs towards the floor. Hands in front of your feet on the floor, nice and strong, hands on the floor. Move your hips in a figure eight. Nice. Reverse your figure eight. Go the other way around, the infinity symbol. Breathe as you move. Okay, I'm going to challenge you here to come into the yoga squat. So make sure your feet are a little wider than your hips and your toes are pointed out a little bit. Hands are in front of your feet. Knees are going to come out over your feet. And drop your tailbone down. And let's see if I can get my ponytail to go behind me. Come into your yoga squat. And I am not in the center of the camera, but that's okay, I guess. As you find yourself in your yoga squat, remember your elbows are pushing out towards your knees are pushing in towards, to resist those elbows, and the hands are in prayer pose right at your heart. Drop your tailbone down. We're just going to start to shift left and right on our feet. Settle down for a center position. Close the eyes, bow the head. Think about your root chakra reaching down for the energy of the earth, your connection to the earth, your security, your stability. Above that, your sacral chakra, the fluid, tidal movement of the ocean between your hip bones, your creativity, your sensuality. And then we rise up to the solar plexus, your self-assurance, your sense of self. Rise up to your heart chakra, Anahata, where the source of your emotions is, your love, your joy, your hope. Rising up to the throat chakra, your voice. If you need to come out of the squat, come on back to seated. Make yourself comfortable. If you're still with me, either way, let's rise up from the throat chakra to the third eye. Your dreams, your intuition, your imagination. And rising up to the top of the head, or even just a hair above your head, sits your crown chakra, your connection to the universe, source of insight and wisdom. What are all these chakras? The ancients described them as wheels or lotus flowers. You often see them depicted as lotus flowers, facing forward so the viewer can see the flower. But the ancients had the flowers all aimed up towards heaven, all rooted down towards the earth. But what are they? Just senses, places where we have awareness, centers of awareness in the body. When you drive by the seat of your pants, what does that really mean? Where's your awareness? All right, come off those legs and let's stretch them out in the jiggle. That was pretty intense. And we have a few minutes left. Let's do a seated spinal twist. Sitting tall, connecting your weight to the earth through your pelvis points. We'll start with the right leg, bend the knee up, cross it over the left knee. The left arm reaches out and wraps the knee, or just grabs the knee. Right hand reaches forward, look at your fingertips. All the way behind you it goes and drops down to the floor to splint your posture up. Your straight leg ankle is flexed slightly and your heart is at sacred fingers, sacred circle of finger and thumb near your heart. Look over your back shoulder. Feel the spine. Pivot around. Bring that back end up. Exhale, bring it forward. Both hands reach forward. Uncross the legs and let's do a gentle forward fold. Slowly rise back up. And we'll twist around the other way. Left leg bends up. Cross it over the right knee. Right arm wraps the knee, left hand reaches forward and goes back, back, back. Keep watching those fingertips. Drop them to the floor behind your hip. Sit super tall. Flex that long leg, straight ankle. Heart gets a sacred circle of finger and thumb. Look over your back shoulder. Think about your spine. Think about what's happening in your spine right now. Breathing air into the body. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, face it forward and cross the legs. Forward fold. Rising back up. Let's have a straddle sit. Bring the legs out. Remember, if you can't get them very far out, it's no problem at all. Wherever your straddle is, that's your straddle, and it works for you. Sit tall and bring the arms out over the legs and straight up overhead. Reach into a tree, grab some mangoes, reach up, grab them, pull them down, breathe. Let your hands float up from the shoulders, up overhead. Find your prayer. Look to your heart. Keep the spine elevated, lengthened, top of the head reaching up, hands drop down. The chin just tucks in for a little bow of the head. Spine still elevated. Flex both ankles. Open the back of the knees to the energy from the earth. Open your root chakra to the energy from the earth. Absorb. Sit your roots down. Find your security. Find your connection. This is your planet. Gave birth to you, Mother Earth. Beautiful. Come back to seated. Join me on your mat. And let's finish our session today with a little bit of a thymus thump. Find those nice soft fingertips and thump the chest. If you have long fingernails, don't stab yourself, use your knuckles. Thump, 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 keep breathing. It's not a tap, it's a thump. You have to get down into the tissues to stimulate the thymus gland and bring forth that immunity that's naturally in your body. We need that system to be at its peak, working its best for us. As you go through the rest of the day, eat some fruit, drink plenty of water, maybe a nice herbal tea. Take care of yourself. Do things that your body will say, hey, good job, thanks for taking care of me today. All right, bring it up to the collarbones and out and back into the heart. And let's go above the collarbones to the base of the neck and up into the underside of the jaw. Back down. Up, down. And up in front of the ears, onto the cheekbones. Bring it underneath the eyes and out. Let's go up to the eyebrows and up to the crest of the forehead. Down and up, down and up, down and up. All the way to the top of the head. Tap, 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 thump, thump, thump. Bring it down above the ears and up to the top. Down and up, down and up, down and up. Back to the eyebrows, temples, cheeks, jaw, neck, collarbone, thymus, and prayer. Thank you for a wonderful hour of stretch and breathe yoga. I'm here for you every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm going to keep going through the Christmas season, live sessions every Tuesday and Thursday. You're welcome to join me anytime it's convenient and helpful. The sessions always stay up on my page. You can go back and revisit any of them anytime you want. I've been listening lately to Relax Daily. This is light piano music, calm music for reading and relaxation. I recommend this channel on YouTube for just beautiful music to sleep to or to have playing in the background to keep you feeling peaceful. And thanks for everybody, the support, and we'll keep going all the way to 2022. Why not? All right. Have a great day. See you soon. See you tomorrow, Audrey and Craig. Bye-bye.